Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your love reading for July 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Aries. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know for July 2020? Can you please guide them to any messages they're meant to see for their higher good? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I'm ready to receive. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card, as I believe that is my energy and not the message you're meant to receive. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Everyone is different, so you may want to fast forward these moments. I don't like to waste anybody's time. Thank you so much. Okay, my beautiful Aries, we're seeing quite a story here for July. So what we're having here is, first of all, we have attraction, Aries. This is to open. It says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, so some of you may be living in the past, in a past relationship there, or you may be thinking towards the future about where you would like your current situation to go. They're actually asking you to slow down and be very present, because happiness exists only in the present. When we think about the past, we often think about the coulda, shoulda, woulda conversations, the way we wish we could have handled situations, things we wished we could have said. It's nice to look back on fond memories, but it is a reproduction of how you remember it according to your perception. They want you to stay in the moment and find your happiness in this present moment. If you're thinking about the future, it suggests where you would like to be, and that means you're not content where you are. Okay, so they're really asking you to acknowledge this moment and be fully present there. Okay, just seeing if I get anything else from this energy. One moment, please. Okay, so when you are fully present in this moment, you are actually contented. There is an existence, an energy about you that gives off vibrations to other people, where you're very comfortable, you're stable, you're exactly where you should be. And when you have that confidence to exist in this moment, Aries, you actually attract more abundance towards you, people who are meant to be in your sphere, like your soul tribe, but also the right love for you, because you're grounded and you're magnetizing things towards you, rather than thinking about where you would like to be or where you've just been and how it didn't work out, is what they're giving me here. Now we do have separation. Okay, now this, we're going to go deeper and find out. This could be a separation that has happened recently or in the past, or it could be that you feel your present connection is in some way headed that way. If you're all happy with your person and there is no separation that you can feel on the horizon, then this reading is not for you. I just want to clarify that. I don't want anyone sitting there going, well, I'm really good with my partner. What do you mean separation? I don't want that, because what you think about, you bring about. Okay, Aries? So just acknowledge that this is perhaps not your reading, and that, move on to a reader who is speaking to your story in some way. Well, we have separation all the same. And I'm just going to get the energy. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, oh, okay. So this could be also to do with work. This came up earlier on in a reading. I can't remember for which sign, so I have to be honest there. I cannot place it right now. But they will go deeper and let me know what we're dealing with here. So you could be in separation from your partner because of work, or they live in another state or another country even. This time apart is giving me two energies. Okay, I'm just trying to read the energy here. One is that there is a separation that happened in the past, and there is ghosts of the past coming back in towards you, but there had to be a separation in order for one or both parties to learn some sort of karmic lessons in order to fulfill their karmic journey and open their heart. This person, they've got their hand on their heart. They're indicating that to me. The heart chakra has been closed, and the separation has been to see if one or both parties can open their heart chakra and speak more freely and feel more freely in the connection. So there is some sort of ghost from the past coming back in there after a time of separation. Also, we've got separation because of work commitments, or something you've had to part in some way because of a financial situation where one of the party or both need to go down different avenues to make their job situation work. Okay, so there may be a relocation that happened there. Let me see if they're giving me anything else from this. Okay, they also gave me a separation due to health. Okay, so you, one or both of you may have had to go into. See, I'm not getting an isolation energy. What I'm getting is maybe someone went in to either some sort of surgery or something for a minor procedure or something like that. Well, every surgery is major, actually, in my humble opinion, because it is some sort of assault on the body in order to make you better. But it had to happen. And assault, I mean, I don't mean in a violent kind of way. What I mean is, if they're operating on you, they have to open bits and pieces. We won't go there. I don't like to think of those things. But what it could be a little separation there because one party had to go and have some sort of procedure for a couple of days, and there is a return. So they're giving me those 3 avenues with regards to this separation card. We have also pay attention to the red flags. Okay, the signs are cautioning you. Now, they've instantly given me the word return when I read this card. So this again speaks to, oh, it's going super cold here. I don't know if you can see, I got goosebumps all over. So this is a message for somebody in particular, which is ghosts of the past returning with some sort of apology. Okay, they're giving me, it's kind of a faint apology as well. It's almost like you can't even see the apology. This person is kind of like, they make it, the words that they use, it's almost like, it's not actually an apology. There is like a smattering, a hint of an apology in their words, but actually there is no actual verbalization of an apology from this person. Okay, but they want you to be mindful of the red flags. They're asking me to look at this question, this card. Don't know why I said question. There's obviously a question there. They've asked me to look at this card more closely, so I'm going to. One moment, please. Thank you so much. Spirit, I'm so grateful. Okay, so they're giving me 2 things. One is that you've been all up in knots in your stomach about this person. This person makes you feel uneasy because you don't know really where you stand with this person. It is like you never know where you stand with this person. They're giving me now, Aries, you're a go-getter and you're not a people pleaser by nature. That's not who you are, but there's something about this person. They've got you magnetized, that when they return, no matter what, you're all up, you got the butterflies and everything, and you hope that this time it will be better, and that they mean it. But there's a knot feeling, like knots as in, lots of rope and knots, that sort of knots in your stomach, that you feel uneasy. Okay, there is an uneasy feeling about this person. And they also gave me a whistle. Okay, so and they said the sentence, blow the whistle. So perhaps you caught somebody doing something in the past and you blew the whistle on it. You called it out for sure, and perhaps this person ghosted you because of it, because they couldn't deal with the actual truth and that you could see right through them. But this person makes you feel all naughty. Not gosh, I want to clarify here, not naughty as in bad, but all up in knots in your stomach. Okay, it makes your stomach churn, and you gotta a gut feeling that this person's not to be trusted, was what they're giving me here. They want you to see through this apology. It is a faint apology here, but you did blow the whistle on something, okay? And so yeah, they're going to give me something else with that card later. There's a heart-to-heart conversation going on with some sort of situation here. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. What they're giving me here is an energy of, you can't live with this person, you can't live without this person, okay? You caught them out on something. Now, it doesn't mean you caught them seeing somebody else. It doesn't mean, it may mean you caught them out on some sort of lie, and this person was protecting their feelings and lied to you about something, or it corrected me and said withheld information about some situation in order to not hurt you. But the red flags are there the same. There is a withholding of information, or you caught them doing something that you were not happy with, and the red flags are there to be listened to. There needs to be a conversation, obviously, about this, because this person, what they're giving you with this card is this person that you're dealing with from the past, who comes on in like a fly-by-night, is what I'm getting here. They're kind of like distant. Even when they're with you, there is something about this person that they check out. Now, they're not thinking about somebody else. They're not thinking about, it feels like they're thinking about nothing. They just zone out. They go someplace and you're like, hey, I'm here. Where'd you go there for a second? And they're like, oh, well, I wasn't thinking about anything. And they genuinely are not thinking about anything. They just kind of zone out. Okay, so I'm not sure what that is. It could be some sort of medical condition or something. They just kind of drift. I want to say they're a dreamer, but I'm getting a no. I'm getting that they just kind of drift. You know, perhaps this person, I don't know, like, I don't know what it could be. Like maybe some sort of, yeah, they just go off somewhere where they zone out. Now, spiritually, they could be just disconnecting and they don't even realize it. Maybe they've got some spiritual gifts that they are unaware of, that they don't know how to use, and they kind of just drift out of the situation. It's like they don't even hear you. And it's bizarre. They just lift from their body almost, and they're just gone for a split second, and then they're back in the room. So I don't even think they even are aware that they do this. Whereas you are giving them your undivided attention when you're with them. But they're not thinking about anybody. They're just zoning out somewhere. And they have these two characters here. They look like Cupid characters, but they're angels. And it's they're giving me that these are guardian angels for you and your person, Aries. And the angels are like, will you look at these two? Will you kind of look at what's going on here? It's almost like, oh, well, they're looking at this character, the one who zones out, your person. Like, oh God, will they ever like stop doing that thing? What is that thing? I don't know. They're just going someplace. I mean, this is the reason why it doesn't work. They just check out. So there may be some sort of trauma in the past that this person sort of checks out for some reason. They're just giving me a checking out. It's like mentally they just check out. Okay, they're just zoned. So we got, it is safe for you to love as well. And it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, now what they are giving me here is Cupid is pushing this female character on the horse, pushing that female character forward. So they're giving me an indication that there is a moving on from a situation that needs to be done. And there is like a knight type character standing here watching with their sword down. So you deal with someone who doesn't communicate, okay? And it's kind of like Cupid's going, you know what? They're zoning out. They're checking out. You know, they're not even communicating now. Let's move on. Let's just move on here. So there needs to be some sort of conversation. You're all up in your head about this though, because the other thought process is up here with the other angel, and it's like, but you know, this one is important, like stay, go. There is this energy of back and forth here that I've got going on. We're going to go deeper and find out what we're dealing with, because it does suggest that time apart makes this person step up. Okay, there is attraction here for sure, and but a heart-to-heart conversation needs to be had. And if you feel like at any point that they are either zoning out or not telling you the truth or withholding information, you need to call it straight away and say, hey, I'm here. You need to talk to me, okay? Because that's the only way it looks like it's going to be resolved. This is quite complex, Aries. We're going to get some overall energy for July and see how you're dealing with this. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. For those of you who are, oh yeah, okay, it's coming to an end. That cycle is coming to an end. So we have the World energy. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card. I think I said that. Please fast forward during these moments. I don't like to waste anyone's time. Ooh, now it's unusual. I normally take two, but they've asked for a third, so I will give it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know with regards to this situation? Can you please guide them? I'm using the White Witch Tarot. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. So they're given 4. This is interesting. Okay. I see what they're trying to tell you. Okay, they want these two together. So we have the World. We have the Hangman, the Magician, and Strength. So the World is, this cycle is coming to an end. So we definitely have the separation clarified here. This is about learning lessons, okay? When the World, the cycle completes, it's about learning the lesson and moving on. Now you have a choice, and the choice is you learn the lesson as to how this person is, and they learn the lesson about how they can proceed forward and up their game, and then you come together and you create a new cycle together, okay? You travel forward with this energy, because right now it's just weighing you both down. There's 2 figures there, 2 faces, as you can see, and there is it's like the world on your shoulders. It is a very heavy burden they've got, okay? And they're also highlighting this circle to me. There is one face in that circle, and they're giving me the energy that there is one person who is inputting the work in this connection, and one is completely out, checked out, zoned out, gone. Okay, so that's what they're highlighting for me. Also, what is that? Sorry, they just want me to have a look closely at this, so I won't be a moment. Okay, I understand. Thank you. So what they're giving me, there is a shape here. They were showing me, it's a very interesting shape they're giving me. It's like, it's almost like a frisbee that comes back. It's not in the shape of a boomerang, but it's like a frisbee that comes back to you. Okay, so it is like, no matter how much you throw this thing away, it always comes back. Okay, it may take some time. The time length that it goes away is different each time, but eventually it comes back. Okay, so they're giving me, it's a burden, but it is the end of this cycle, because you're standing in your power and you're recognizing your true worth. We've got Strength on the board, so that's about self-love. So we have Hangman energy, Pisces energy here, and this is about learning the lessons again, getting a different perspective. So the separation that they're giving me here is that someone, spirit intervened basically and had to separate the connection because it was going nowhere, and it continues to go nowhere no matter how much you try and work on this thing. What they're giving me is there needs to be a different perspective in this energy. There is a suspended energy about it, and unless there is a breakthrough, there will be no party that is happy in this situation. They're showing me the the breakthrough here. There has to be a breakthrough through all of that mud and all of the heavy stuff that is weighing you both down. There has to be a transformation. You can see the skull there, which is it's remnants of the death card. Okay, and what else do we have here? Okay, oh yeah, we have a little bird here who's got an acorn, but is also like holding somebody's eye. They're giving me here, it's like it is like the death card, like there has to be a rebirth. There has to be a moving on from the situation, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. There has to be this hand. There has to be a breakthrough to rise up, and as you can see, it's rising up to take that ball which looks like the sun. Okay, they're giving it to me as the sun, and the sun card is the joyous outcome, the success. So unless there's a breakthrough here, because right now it's suspended, and the suspension is bringing a lot of pain, they're just at growing pains. So growing pains in a relationship, that's what it could be, but you have to work on it and have a breakthrough. Otherwise, the cycle will keep continuing unless you keep until you break it. Someone has to break this cycle. Now, Aries, it's down to you. Okay, this is the Magician card. So this is about focusing all of your visions, your creativity, those visualizations, and turning them into reality. You need to take inspired action. It can't be just like, let's see how it goes. It has to be, unfortunately, I mean, you're a go-getter anyway, and you like, you're an achiever. So a very dominant fire element where, if you want something, you go after it, okay? And this is no different. You have to go after what you truly desire. Now, if you truly desire to be with this person, the work has to be done, but you have to pay attention to the red flags. And straight after the card is got heart-to-heart conversations. So there has to be a meeting of minds and hearts for this to proceed. Okay, and the Magician card, I mean, you've turned up in your own reading. The Magician card is the they're giving me an Aries energy here with that. There's a ram type figure. So they're saying, you need to step into your power and take control of your own destiny here. If you cannot get over the red flags, even after the separation has taken place, then you need to move on. You need to end the cycle. Ultimately, the message they're giving me is, it is safe for you to love and open your heart, but you must meet this person in truth and honesty and tell them, I'm not putting up with that. You're going to lose me if you give me that BS anymore. Okay, there has to be growth in this situation. There has to be, in order to propel it forward, there has to be honesty and authenticity. There has to be a breakthrough. They keep saying breakthrough, breakthrough. So maybe there's going to be a breakthrough in July. We're going to go down deeper and find out. Ultimately, it calls for your self-worth. Okay, Strength card is Leo energy. It's about unconditional self-love, respect, and have the courage to speak your heart, trust your instincts, and trust in the process in the universe. Okay, those three elements here. So heart has to be trusted. Be following your heart. Also your instincts. So if those red flags are going crazy at you, you have to trust that. And also, open yourself up to co-creating with the universe also, because the Magician card is there. Spirits and your guides can help you. You have to ask them though. They sit by waiting. Obviously, if you're in immediate danger or in deep, deep sadness, then they can help. But until you ask them to help with the situation, then they remain just protective force by your side. So we have, you need to trust in the process, okay, as well. We're going to go deeper now and find out what we're dealing with, who we're dealing with, and what's going on for July. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know for July 2020? Can you please guide them? We are in the first week of July, so the rest, thank you so much. Yeah. It's a necessary transition here. We have the Six of Swords. This is being guided and protected by Spirit as they move you away from anything that does not serve you. Okay, so it's a relocating. Now, they're again giving me this dual energy that perhaps your partner or yourself are relocating because of work. Okay, and that there is a separation here that needs to be acknowledged, but also to have a heart-to-heart conversation about where does the relationship go from here when you're in separation. I mean, it's difficult to do a long distance relationship at the best of times, but it's about having that conversation and opening up to the fact that it is safe for you to love this person at a distance, but there has to be this authenticity and openness, a truthfulness about what's going on here. Now, this could be a relocation as in an emigration as well, because we have the World card on the board just on top of it there. So this could be someone moving country even. So it is a big deal here. There's a big shifts going on. Ultimately, you're also being guided and protected by Spirit. Moved out of choppy water, so difficult times, being guided out to a more calm, peaceful time in terms of your mind. Okay, so anxiety, things like that, they're protecting you and moving you out of that headspace so that you've got time to think and actually to see where you want to go, because they're giving me the words wood from the trees. Need to see the woods from the trees. Okay, So there is some sort of clarity that needs to be had here. And yeah, definitely they keep saying breakthrough. Ooh, breakthrough. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, and she's in reverse. Okay, so this is water element energy. We're talking about emotions, things that you really really care about. There is an anxiety and insecurity here. Okay, now the person you're dealing with could also have some sort of addiction, because when we get in the reverse, this person's unbalanced, and they may seek addictive behaviors in order to suspend any decisions, okay, because we've got the Hangman above there. So that Queen of Cups, it's putting you at, whatever the situation is, it's putting you out of balance. Even though you're a fire element, it's about embodying the energy, and you feel quite smothered with this situation. As you can see, again, the Hangman, again, smothering energy. Everything is buried under the surface, but there needs to be this breakthrough between you and your person if you want it to work. Now we will find out if, because there is a separation here, whether there's going to be a return with this heart-to-heart conversation, or whether, you know, you have to accept that the breakthrough is the separation. Okay, so we're gonna find out here. But the Magician card is about whatever you desire, Aries, whatever outcome you want. Look at that. Then it is yours for the taking. You are in control of your own destiny. What you think about, you bring about, okay? As long as you have self-love, and you are doing all of this for, you know, getting rid of any ego, and doing this all for in the name of love, then you can have the desired outcome that you wish for. And look at that, we have the Emperor. So you've turned up in your own reading. This is about leadership. This is taking onus of your destiny, planning, but also there has to be a respect here. There needs to be respect for yourself and respect for others, which, Aries, I feel like you do have respect for yourself here, but perhaps the other person did not meet you in the same respect. I'm just going to move myself here. Sorry. 1 second. What we have here is also someone not speaking their emotions. Okay, it's all fair and well to, you know, taking command in life, but if you're not expressing your emotions, then you know, this is it's not balanced. It's still not balanced. Now, this person that you're dealing with could have separated for money. Okay, so there may be some sort of financial thing going on there. They're really highlighting, it's the first time I've seen it, I think, there is like a coin or some sort of gold disc in the Emperor's hand. So either you, Aries, because this is an Aries card, you may be dealing with another Aries, but your partner have been thinking about money. So this separation, there could have been a lot of pressure as well on the connection because of finances, and strategically planning for the future. Okay, I feel like this person, yeah, they just really closed off. It's like the connection just all of a sudden they check out and there's no fun anymore. Okay, yeah, look at that. It leads to heartbreak. There's a lot of sadness here with this. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared up. This is again separation card, so you could heartbreak either to some sort of loss, either that separation or divorce, but you are being guided. You're not alone here, so please do not feel like you're all by yourself in your heartbreak. You do have your guides around you, but you need to ask them for help and comfort if that's what you need at this time. Also friends, but they're showing me that they want me to look at this card closely, so one moment please. Okay, this sadness needed to be, it needed to happen, they're giving me. It is fated. It needed to happen to bring you and this person to a place of deeper understanding. That's what they've given me there, okay? They just said not the be all and end all, okay? So there is a deeper understanding that needs to be done. It's about communication, okay? It's about communication because we're dealing with swords there. The swords are all pointed down. So thank you so much. Ha! Yes, of course. Okay, so what we've got here is the King of Pentacles and the Devil in reverse. Now they showed up together. So the message is this person, if they have some sort of addictions or toxic cycle about them, then they're releasing that because it's in reverse. Aries, you may also be releasing this, but the separation needed to happen, so there is a recovery here, leaving either an abusive situation or like a breadcrumbing situation where someone just checks out and does not give you an explanation about anything, gives you no communication. This is recovery from that. Okay, so they're trying to explain the separation to me with regards to this person. As you can see, Queen of Cups, it's in reverse, so there's an insecurity here, very smothering energy as well, and addiction. So it's about releasing that. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's very sore, but it is a necessary transition in order to end the cycle and come back around in a place of understanding and growth. We have the King of Pentacles there, which is a solid practical offer from somebody. You could be dealing with a Capricorn energy or water element, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but also that earthy element, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with that King of Pentacles. This is a Taurus card, okay? So someone, as you can see, we've got over the Emperor, which is Aries, you know, your card. Someone is coming on in to give you the solid offer. They do want growth with you. This is a wise investment in terms of a love situation when we apply it to a love reading. This person wants to invest in your connection, but they had to go away and work on themselves. This doesn't help you in any way, Aries, apart from the fact that something had to give, something had to break before it could be pieced back together again. There had to be a breakthrough. So the separation, it feels like maybe Spirit came on in and had to go, you know, like plot twist, we need to separate these two in order for them to work out some stuff and know where their heart lies. Now, it looks like they're coming back to give you a solid offer. It's Ace of Pentacles, though. This was poor judgment, and they may have been dishonest to you, withholding information. And I don't mean, as I said, dishonest as in there was a third-party situation or, you know, they were cheating, all of those things. What I mean is there was a withholding of information, or like there's no solid offer from this person, that you had to move away. It was painful because they just had no follow-through. They just you know, yeah, it's just a withholding they're giving me. This is, you feel like there's a poor judgment on your behalf, Aries, but you know, they're giving me the sentence, well, the heart wants, okay? So don't beat yourself up about this situation. Because the Magician card is on the board, you may have thought that, you know, what you manifested was what you truly desired, and it was right for the time, but the other person's vibrations were lower than yours, so therefore it was a no match. This person has to raise vibrations, learn lessons, and have that breakthrough before they can come back around and give you something solid to offer. But they were withholding, and you feel like yeah, that you had a mental block, like why didn't my intuition just see this? Okay, but sometimes we ignore red flags because we want to believe in the best of a person and not the worst. So it's very hard to proceed. But look, yeah, it's all coming to light now. This person wants to come back and give you a solid offer. Some secret may come to the surface. Again, Pisces energy, unseen problems. You may not have even been aware of this addictive behavior or this addiction that this person was in, or this toxic cycle. Otherwise, you would never ever have let them into your heart and get so deep that you would give over that heart to be just stabbed and in pain. So you didn't see this coming, and you couldn't have done. They're just asking you to trust your intuition from now and pay attention to any red flags that are coming from now. But ultimately, there will be a reveal. I just want to get a timeline for you. Okay, they're giving me, it's like a third cycle of the moon. So they're giving me when it's in third, I don't even know, it's not the full moon, it's crescent moon, but it's a full crescent moon. It's like, yeah, third cycle. They're giving me just third cycle of the moon. It is when this person will reveal something about them. Now, they may reveal why they have self-medicated against trauma, or why they have run away from connections. They are very attracted to you. I feel like they may even still be keeping an eye on you. We may get a page of swords there to confirm that, but let's have a look. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Aries need to know about this situation? Can you please guide them? Is this a return? Yeah. Yeah, it's a return. They see you. We've got Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So we've got soulmate energy here. This is a match, okay? This person sees you as their person, okay? Now, the Queen of Pentacles, they see you doing all right by yourself. So you're just getting on with your business. This is a Virgo energy. You're being resourceful. You know, you're doing your money. But ultimately, this person is looking towards you, getting on by yourself. And they just missing you. They know that they've done wrong. And they want to give you a solid offer because they feel like you are their counterpart. You are the one for them. But there was some sort of situation that they were either running from or withholding from you. And they couldn't tell you. They just couldn't. The only swords that are on the board in communication are the 3 where they hurt you. They couldn't communicate, and also you being guided away from the situation. The Emperor being there is a non-communication, a non-emotive connection to let you know what's going on, Aries. So you're sitting there going, what the hell? Why are we keep going around in this circle? Why is this suspended? And you're trying to learn the lessons and have a breakthrough, but the cycle repeats and repeats. So, oh, they just want me to go on to the next deck to get some clarifiers. Okay, for those of you who are interested, I'm using the Fountain Tarot to get the clarifier. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know with regards to this situation? Can you please clarify this soulmate energy? Is there an outcome? What do they need to learn before the outcome? Can you please guide us to what they need to know? July. Ooh, that was an interesting way of choosing. 9 of Wands. Okay, so this is persistence. Okay, yes, it's a battle, but there is a persistence here. Okay, 9 of Wands. Keep maintaining your boundaries, your self-love, knowing your self-worth, but there is a persistence with this connection. So it's overcoming obstacles, but you need to persist. Okay, whatever you're truly passionate about, strongly emotional about, it needs to be, they keep showing me a breakthrough. So there needs to be a climbing to the top for clarity, but ultimately it is a bit of a battle between you both here. 6 of Swords in reverse. So this person cannot let you go just as much as you can't let them go. Okay, when we get the 6 of Swords, this is and it's in reverse, it's unable to move on, even though maybe you both feel you know that there's a lot of pain here that's hard to get over. The conversations you need to have are very difficult, and there is a shying away, a suspended energy with that Hangman, shying away from getting each other's perspective in order to proceed further. But either way, you both cannot move on from this connection, no matter what. No matter what. That's it. You keep coming back around. Okay. So what we've got here, we've got the 4 of Coins. It's in reverse. And this is, they're giving me here that there is, it's like, there is some kind of ego going on here where there is a shying away of being vulnerable. And by being vulnerable, I don't mean being weak. It's about showing your cards. If you were playing a poker game, they're giving me this image. If you were playing a poker game, showing your cards. There is a real holding your cards close to your chest, both of you, and neither of you opening up. So there is definitely soulmate energy here with mirroring going on. But there is, now it's calling for the time to be vulnerable with each other and be your authentic selves. Okay, it's not being weak to give away how you feel. Okay, if you want long-term security, you have to open up and show what you have, is what they're giving me here. So as you can see, these coins are, it's in a cold environment, in the upright, and it's sort of hidden away in this little tent, tucked away for a rainy day, long-term security. But it is about revealing in the reverse position what you have. Open up to what you have to the other person. New start. Okay, there has to be a fresh new start in this situation. There has to be a leap of faith between you both if you are to continue with this. There will be a reveal. So some things will actually start to make sense for you, Aries, and you'll start to connect the dots, they're saying, and then you get to decide on your new start. Is it taking a leap of faith and having a wonderful adventure together, a new start together, or is it a freedom from the connection and you take your chances and leave that person behind and have this new start? Okay, ultimately, either situation is about taking a leap of faith into the unknown, and that's what's called for in July. There has to be a breakthrough and a leap of faith. Yeah, I knew the Page of Swords would come up. So this person's definitely been stalking you, okay, checking you out. But this person, okay, this person, they're very immature, they're giving me here. It's almost like they would rather put on social media a quote that kind of relates to your situation and hope that you come across it than actually tell you how they feel. So there may be something like, I don't know, oh, they're giving me, they're actually, I can't make out the quote, but what they're giving me is something like this, okay? I don't know if I'm saying this right, but they're giving it to me. Ancient Greeks believed that we started off as a whole person, and the gods were angry and split that person in two, and then we forever were meant to spend life looking for our other half, and then you come together as one, and then you're a whole. There's some sort of quote about that. I don't know what that is. Maybe you do. Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's something about that, and they may have put that up there, and it's for you to see, because they think you're checking them out, and you think they're checking you out. Very immature, okay? So nothing is spoken. The sword is still down, okay? In the upright position, you know, someone comes on in to speak their truth, but the sword is in the reverse because it turned out that way. So there is communication, but it's not real communication. I hope that makes sense. But this is also, this person could be dealing with some sort of legal issue, in terms of their taxes. There is some sort of finances or something, legal issue going on with them, and they've had to just withdraw from the connection and have this separation in order to deal with that at this time. But they still keep checking to make sure they haven't quite lost you yet, Aries. Now, nobody should wait for anybody, but you know deep down, you need to trust your instincts on this as to whether you want to accept this person back in. If them withholding information, if that continues, then that's still a red flag, and you need to decide whether this person is for you. Ultimately, they believe you are their soulmate. Now, let's get an indicator. Thank you so much. Ooh, they said, and that's all. Thank you. So let's get an indicator as to the outcome of the situation, if they're your soulmate. Okay, so Six of Coins is about balance, okay? It is also about karma, okay? Law of attraction, excuse me. And what I mean by that is what goes around comes around, okay? So there is a rebalancing of the situation. Six of Coins is about, it has to be a giving and receiving, completely harmonious connection, and they see you as such a wonderful, giving, generous person. They do want to emulate what you give to them, but they're showing me a shadow side. They have a shadow side that they haven't really addressed yet, which is that it is very selfish, and they just sometimes withdraw from that situation because of there's something to do with some sort of wounding from the past. Now, they're not giving me childhood wounding, okay? So there is something in the past. Perhaps they were hurt in another relationship, or Yeah, that's all they give me at the moment. But there has to be a rebalancing of this. If they don't come giving as much as you give, Aries, then it's like no deal. That's what they're giving me here. 8 of Swords, it's in reverse. So when we get that, this is a new hope, okay? This is escaping, you know, liberating yourself from any anxiety, freeing yourself up from things that put you out of balance, and also, you know, have you all up in your head. So the heart-to-heart conversations, if they, oh, that's an interesting word, if they allay your fears, okay, I'm going to look that word up. Sometimes it's wonderful. I love to learn new stuff, but allay your fears, okay? So if these things, this conversation allays your fears, then by all means, there is a new start that could happen here with this, a recovery of some sort. But ultimately, they want you to not be anxious about this situation, because what will be, is what they're giving me here. Yeah, look at that. This is my got it all going on for myself card. The 9 of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency. You're doing fine just by yourself, Aries. So if they don't step up to the plate, you're fine without them. If they do step up to the plate, that's amazing, but they need to keep it going. It needs to be something that is long-term. Now, they do want to come in with a solid offer, and they want to invest in a relationship with you long-term. And I think they recognize that you're all good by themselves. This person likes to feel needed. So when they see you being, you know, got it all together by yourself, it feels like they feel quite insecure. Now, that is old way of thinking, but it is their way of thinking. They feel like they're not enough. They have nothing to offer. They want to come in with a solid offer, but when you're doing all your stuff by yourself and, you know, doing fine, they kind of get a bit insecure. They have a wobble here. And that's why they kind of retreat as well. You just keep doing you, Aries. Don't change that for nobody. But because you're awesome as you are. They're showing me, you know, this wonderful, luxurious kind of lifestyle that you're aiming for, and, you know, getting your career path sorted, and, you know, walking towards abundance as much as abundance is coming towards you. Don't change a thing. If this person comes towards you, they are stepping up. And they're walking away from any sneaky behavior. Look at that. 5 of Swords energy. This person, they want to come in truth. They really do. 5 of Swords is, when it's in the reverse, it is, again, as I said, at the beginning I had a whistle, you know, whistleblower. You know, they got caught. You blew the whistle on somebody. When you get this card in reverse, this is about being caught doing something. Okay? So, and making amends after being caught. So they probably would have continued with their sneaky shit behavior unless you caught them. Now, by sneaky shit behavior, I mean withholding, because they're, again, not showing me any sort of third-party situation or anything like that. It's like they're hiding something. Now, I feel like they're hiding their insecurities about feeling like they're not enough. Perhaps this is very interesting, and actually something for somebody in particular out there. It feels like they're not telling the truth about their job, is what they're giving me. Now, that's very specific about somebody out there. So if that relates to you, and you know they're like withholding something, some information, or not being fully truthful about their job. Maybe because it's over the 6 of Swords, maybe it's about a job relocation or something. Perhaps they're not being completely honest with you. Perhaps they may have said, you know, I have to do this. I have to move out of state for my job, when actually they didn't have to. They had a choice. There is some sort of confession that's going to come on in here, because we do have a reveal. But they were withholding some sort of information. They don't want to withhold anymore. They do actually want to come in truth. As you can see, 2 of the Swords are upright, so there is communication. Now, as you can see, all the swords are kind of upright at different angles. So you'll get communication, and you'll get some of the truth at some point, and then a little bit down the line you'll get more of it, and then more of it, and then you'll get the final piece right at the end. So it'll be in drips and drabs is what they're showing me, but ultimately they want to come together and give you a solid offer and be honest. They want to be authentic with you. 8 of Coins in reverse. Okay, when we get that card, this is about repair work. They're giving me repair work. So they want to repair the damage that has been done in this connection. they recognized that they held the final piece to making this thing work, and they withheld it. And now they want to come on in and they want to repair the connection. Okay, they want to rebalance the situation. Look at that. They've had a big old tower moment. Okay, there is a huge wake-up call when we get this card. There is some sort of upheaval in their life. Now, this could be because they have moved away from you because of their work, or for some reason, and it's made them, like absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of energy. They're like, oh shit, I can't do without Aries. I cannot walk away. I cannot. And they thought it was easier to go after the money and the job and, you know, leave all emotional ties behind with this Emperor energy. They can't do it. They can't. Okay. It's not something they wanted. They thought they could just move forward and forget about it, but no, they can't. Okay. So they've just got this Tower energy. Again, they're giving me, it's over the Hangman energy. So this shift had to happen for the breakthrough. Okay, they said I'm not finished with this card yet. So what they're giving me here is the Tower energy is about making someone feel so uncomfortable that they have to move. Okay, and if they don't want to and they need that final push, the universe sends on in the Tower to give them the final push to make them feel so uncomfortable they action change. Okay, so in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, we have a lightning bolt comes from the sky, and it strikes the Tower. Now the Tower goes on fire, and two figures, they leap into the unknown, and they're saying that if those two people stayed exactly where they are, they would get burnt. Okay, so stagnant energy, staying where you are stuck, and you will feel pain because there is no progress. So they needed to set the building on fire with that lightning bolt moment in order to push those two figures out of their comfort zone and take a leap of faith. So the new start comes from feeling so uncomfortable. Heart-to-heart conversations are very uncomfortable. You have to have them. Both of you have to, and this person does want to actually come in and do that and mend what has been broken. But it had to take a Tower moment for both of you to recognize that this may be worth saving. But in terms of saving, it has to be changed. There has to be a breakthrough. Okay, and July is about the breakthrough. So that is very important. Okay, so they don't want to, I wanted to see if there was an outcome, but actually the outcome is the breakthrough. And the new start is dependent on the Magician. However you want the new start to go, Aries, then so be it. What you think about, you bring about. You are the master of your own destiny in this situation. So if you want to reconnect with this person and mend this connection, then you can go ahead and do that and make a new start there. Ultimately, if you want a new start for yourself in order to leave everything behind, that is also an option. They want to give you the option in July, but the most important thing for July for you, Aries, is there is a breakthrough with this situation. Now, they've asked me to leave it there, and we're just going to go on and get some Angel Oracle cards to close the reading. This is advice cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. What do my beautiful Aries need to know with regards to July 2020? There you go. What do you desire? Okay, so again, they're just highlighting. Which way do you want to go, Aries? It's up to you. And we have acceptance. Okay, so we have what do you desire? And it says here, you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Okay, so the Magician card. What is it you want? It is safe for you to love in this situation, but there has to be a breakthrough. But what do you want? Do you want to leave this behind, or do you want to work on it one more time? We have acceptance. And acceptance, it says, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Now, what they're giving me with this card is you need to accept the situation for what it is. Now, if this person who's coming back, they want to tell you that because of some sort of wounding in the past, they were unable to express themselves in love or communication. They weren't able to give you their full selves. You have to accept what they're giving you, but listen to your instincts to to see if they're telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, okay? So pay attention to any red flags, but ultimately the conversation needs to be had, and you both need to approach each other with love and light. There has to be an understanding here before you can have that breakthrough to the other side and mend things if you want, or walk away forever. Okay, my beautiful Aries, let's get a trinket before we go. Thank you so much for it, guys, my angels. What do my beautiful Aries need to know with regards to this situation? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So, interesting. We have two butterflies. We have a butterfly that has... as you can see, there's that butterfly. I hope you can see it. This is connected to the death card about transformation and rebirth. So there needs to be an ending. So that is the separation in order to be a rebirth. So that's why the separation is there. This is about big endings, big changes, bring new beginnings that are more positive and help you move on to rebirth the situation and transform this energy to something more successful. Okay, it is a cocoon stage that leads to a lighter stage, which is the evolving into what you've always meant to be with that butterfly. Where would you like this? Oh, they want both butterflies on the Hangman because wisdom needs to come out of this situation, transformation and a breakthrough before you get to the other side. Okay, so there's another butterfly. Now notice this butterfly is in a different stage with the wings there. There are we do have 3 wings visually there. That's only because the 4th wing is hidden, but they're showing me different stages. Okay, there's different stages of transformation here. You're more evolved than the other person. They're just playing catch up. Okay, so you need to wait for them to come towards you. And also we have, oh wow, we have the 3rd indicator for the death card, the skull and crossbones. So there is real energy here. They're giving you a massive message, which is there needs to be this end of the cycle. Big changes happening. Scorpionic energy with the death card, number 13. They want me to mention that because that's obviously important for somebody, 13. Maybe that's a date. But we have the transformation. Okay, the ending of toxic cycles and addictions. In order to come out the other side and transform this energy, there has to be a breakthrough. Where would you like this? Oh, okay. Also, they've given me here, there has to be a stripping away. They asked me to look at the skull, so no skin on that skull. So there has to be an authenticity. There has to be a removing of masks to see behind the mask and a stripping away of everything. So everything is on show. So no holds barred there. Where would you like this? They want me to bring the Tower up and the Hangman. They want it to be on both because you both have to come out of your comfort zone and speak your truth on this in order to push forward for it to be successful. Otherwise, you have to love and let go. So the choice is yours, my beautiful Aries. Sorry, I couldn't bring you a conclusion. That's all they want to talk about is a breakthrough. There has to be that first for July before they can talk about anything else. And then once you decide which way to go, then we can proceed with what the, what outcome is to come. Okay, my beautiful Aries, I hope something related to you there in some way. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonated with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Okay, before I finish, they've just given me an image of some roller skates. Okay, so maybe this is quite precise, so it's for somebody obviously out there. Either it's you roller skate, or there is a metaphor there for you. Get your skates on. I don't know. They're showing me a pair of roller skates. Perhaps you and your person roller skated or like roller skating, or you are a roller skater, or they're showing me wheels. So it's definitely roller skates, not ice skates. Perhaps there is an image like a drawing, a painting, or a tattoo, or something that has roller skates in somehow way involved. If that's a connection to you, then there is something in this message for you. Okay, my beautiful Aries, I'll leave it there. I don't like to waffle on. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Love and light.